Since Iron Man first launched the MCU, we've been following a timeline known as the Sacred Timeline, or Universe 616. This is where most of the Marvel stories unfold, from the Avengers assembling to Thanos snapping his fingers and everything in between. But here's the twist sometimes. Certain choices or events, called Nexus events, cause the sacred timeline to splinter. These splinters create new branches, opening up alternate realities and new timelines, each exploring what might have happened if things had gone another way. And that's how we get those insane what-if scenarios, like Peggy Carter becoming Captain Carter, or a world overrun by zombies. The Time Variance Authority, or TVA, was secretly created by a powerful being called He Who Remains. His mission? To control the sacred timeline, Universe 616, and keep it free from chaos. Whenever a timeline branched due to a Nexus event, the TVA would swoop in and prune it, erasing those timelines to avoid a multiversal war. They kept things neat and tidy, or so we thought. In Loki Season 1, He Who Remains reveals the first multiversal war, a massive battle between different versions of himself from alternate realities, each believing they could run the multiverse better. The war spiraled out of control, and to stop it, He Who Remains weaponized a creature called Alioth, capable of devouring time and reality. Using it, he wiped out the other timelines, creating the sacred timeline, bringing peace, but at a price. What's crucial here is how He Who Remains views the multiverse. It's not just branches on one timeline, it's a web of timelines stacked on top of each other, showing that the MCU's multiverse is much bigger than we realized. After Sylvie kills He Who Remains, everything unravels. With no one controlling time, the sacred timeline fractures. The TVA, once a tight operation, starts to fall apart. Chaos, confusion, and betrayal spread through its ranks. With the TVA unable to manage things, branch timelines explode, creating endless new realities. This sets the stage for What If, where we meet alternate versions of our heroes, and leads into Loki Season 2, where the multiverse spirals even further out of control. Loki begins to grasp the true scale of the danger. In 3 mind-bending seasons of What If, we follow Uatu the Watcher, a cosmic being who's sworn to observe and never interfere until the multiverse is at risk. Each episode shows a different universe where one choice changes everything. Peggy becomes Captain Carter. T'Challa becomes Star-Lord. But these aren't just random stories, they build and connect, revealing a larger picture. Eventually, Uatu gathers these alternate versions of our heroes to face multiversal threats like Infinity Ultron, Strange Supreme, and even the Watchers themselves. It's not just about what if. It's about testing how far the multiverse can stretch before it snaps. The conflict with the Watchers hit a breaking point, and it came at a steep cost. Captain Carter, the heart of What If, makes the ultimate sacrifice. Her death marks a turning point, not just emotionally, but for Uatu the Watcher himself. Until now, Uatu was sworn to never interfere, but with the multiverse falling apart, he vows to protect it even if it means breaking his oath. And here's the kicker. Rumors are swirling that Uatu might make his live-action debut in the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. In Spider-Man No Way Home, Peter Parker messes up Doctor Strange's memory wipe spell, causing the multiverse to crack open. Instead of everyone forgetting Peter is Spider-Man, the spell pulls in villains from other universes, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, and Lizard, into the MCU. But it's not just the bad guys. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man also show up, leading to a legendary team-up fans had waited years for. After an epic battle at the Statue of Liberty and the multiverse literally tearing open, the Spider-Men cure the villains, and Doctor Strange casts a final spell to send everyone back to their universes. The cost? In Universe 616, everyone forgets Peter Parker entirely, not just Spider-Man, but Peter himself. No friends, no MJ, no Aunt May, no Avengers backup. He's left completely alone, sewing a new suit and starting fresh. Oh, and remember Sony's Venom? He popped into the MCU thanks to the multiversal chaos, but left just as quickly though, not before leaving a piece of the symbiote behind at a bar in Mexico. That little blob is still out there, waiting to bond with someone. Now, moving on to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The story picks up after WandaVision, where Wanda, corrupted by the Darkhold, fully embraces her Scarlet Witch identity. She begins hunting America Chavez, a teenager with the rare ability to jump between universes. Wanda wants America's powers so she can reunite with her sons, Billy and Tommy, in another universe. Doctor Strange narrowly saves America, but their wild journey through the multiverse lands them in Universe 838, a reality vastly different from the main MCU. Here, iconic teams like the X-Men, Inhumans, and Fantastic Four form the Illuminati, Things take a dark turn when Strange learns about an incursion, a catastrophic multiversal collision where two universes collide, risking the destruction of both. The Illuminati warns Strange that his variant caused an incursion, and it cost him his life. This reveals the high stakes. Meddling with other realities can have world-ending consequences. Wanda, fully corrupted by the Darkhold, starts dreamwalking, a forbidden spell that lets her possess versions of herself in other universes. She uses this power to take control of her variant in Universe 838 and brutally kills the entire Illuminati, including fan favorites like Professor X, Captain Carter, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic. It's one of the most shocking and ruthless moments in the MCU. With few options left, Doctor Strange travels to a universe torn by chaos, where he meets a twisted variant of himself, fully consumed by the Darkhold. After a deadly battle, Strange kills this version and takes the Darkhold. In a desperate move, he uses dreamwalking to possess the corpse of his earlier variant in Universe 616. Controlling his dead self, he returns to face Wanda in a final showdown of horror and heroism. America Chavez, realizing brute force won't stop Wanda, shows her what she truly wants: a glimpse of a universe where her sons, Billy and Tommy, are alive. But what Wanda sees isn't love, it's fear. The boys scream, recognizing her as a monster, not their real mother. This heartbreaking moment snaps Wanda out of her rage, and she destroys the Darkhold in every universe, collapsing Wandora Mountain's throne on herself. With peace restored, America Chavez starts her next chapter, training at Kamar Taj to master the mystic arts and her universe-hopping powers, hinting she'll play a major role in the multiverse saga. But Strange's actions come with consequences. By tampering with the Darkhold and dreamwalking across realities, he causes a catastrophic incursion. Clea literally cuts into reality, telling him they need to fix it. And just like that, Strange embarks on his next mind-bending adventure. In Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, we meet a ruthless new variant of He Who Remains, Kang the Conqueror. Banished to the quantum realm by his fellow Kangs, he's been plotting revenge ever since. When he crosses paths with Janet Van Dyne, they team up, and Janet helps him rebuild his multiversal ship. But when she touches the ship's core, she sees Kang's true nature, a multiverse-destroying tyrant. Realizing the danger, Janet betrays him, trapping him deeper in the quantum realm, setting up Quantum Mania. After Janet escapes, she hides her past until it's too late. In Quantum Mania, Scott Lang, Hope, Cassie, Janet, and Hank get pulled back into the quantum realm. But it's no longer the strange world Janet described, it's now a dystopia ruled by Kang. He explains that destroying timelines is necessary to stop more dangerous variants of himself. After an intense battle, Scott and Hope think they've taken down Kang. But in a chilling post-credit scene, we see thousands of Kang variants in an arena led by the Council of Kangs Immortus, Rama Tut, and a futuristic Scarlet Centurion. These aren't random Kangs. They are the most powerful and furious that one of their own was killed. In Loki Season 2, as the multiverse unravels, Loki starts uncontrollably time-slipping, pulled between the past, present, and future. In his search for answers, he uncovers dark truths about He Who Remains, the TVA, and the fragile state of the multiverse. Loki and his allies track down Victor Timely, a 19th century inventor and variant of He Who Remains. Victor holds the key to rebuilding the temporal loom, a device meant to stabilize the infinite timelines. But the multiverse's chaos is too much, and every attempt to fix it fails. With the TVA collapsing and timelines dying, Loki makes the ultimate sacrifice. He takes control of the broken loom, walks through a blinding time storm, and ascends to the Citadel at the end of time. In an epic transformation, Loki becomes the god of stories, cradling the timelines like Yggdrasil's roots, ensuring the multiverse doesn't collapse. Now at the center of time, Loki restructures the TVA into a force dedicated to protecting the multiverse, not controlling it. Ravonna Renslayer, the series' villain, is last seen in the void. Her fate remains unknown. In the Marvels, near the film's climax, the villain Dar-Ben uses the twin bangles and accidentally tears open a rift in space and time. To fix it, Carol Danvers and Kamala Khan supercharge Monica Rambeau, unlocking her full powers. In a heroic moment, Monica flies into the rift, sealing it from the other side, but she's left stranded. When she wakes up, she finds herself in a completely different universe, one where the X-Men exist. She's greeted by a variant of her mother, now known as Binary, and surrounded by characters we've only seen in Fox's X-Men films. Next, we pick up with Deadpool and Wolverine. After the events of Deadpool 2 and Logan, we learn that Wolverine is the anchor being of the Fox universe, essentially the glue holding everything together. But since Wolverine died in Logan, that glue is gone. When an anchor being dies, the universe doesn't explode right away, it starts to unravel. That's exactly what's happening to Earth 10-5. Wade tracks down the worst version of Wolverine, and after a showdown with TVA agent Paradox, Wade and Logan are sent to the Void. There, they meet Cassandra Nova, Professor X's sister, who plans to destroy the multiverse and leave only the Void, a place outside space and time introduced in Loki Season 1. Alioth is still there, and we see characters from past Marvel films like Elektra, Blade, Channing Tatum's Gambit, and X-23 from Logan. Deadpool and Wolverine stop Cassandra and become the new anchor beings of Earth 10-5. In the post-credit scene of Captain America: Brave New World, Sam Wilson, now fully established as the new Captain America, is approached by the leader, who's been hiding in the shadows. Instead of a villain's monologue, the leader asks a chilling question: how will you protect this world from the others? And just like that, the chaos of Avengers Doomsday begins. If you loved this breakdown of the MCU Multiverse, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think the multiverse will unfold next? Catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.